You can't truly have your own style without it. Today, we're going to be talking about 3 things that will make your style better and you more self-aware. What's up, all you go full of fly guys? You know who it is, the Cat in the Hat, your resident fly guy, your chief architect, Michelangelo of StyleArchitects.com, and welcome to the dressing room. Here, I'm inviting you to step into yourself, try some different concepts on, and if they fit you, then you can leave a like and you can leave a comment below so that we can continue to build with the community. If it doesn't, just leave it where it is. There's no harm, no foul. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you can be notified each and every time new content comes out on Wednesdays. So I began to really have an understanding of self-awareness and style years ago when I was living in New York. And I kept on seeing these guys who were trying to figure out their own personal style with the removal of who they were. But once we aligned these 3 things into their awareness and also into their attire, I was able to transform the way that they were not only approaching their clothing, but their personal presentation. So let's step into the dressing room and help you discover your self-awareness in style. All the world's a stage, and everybody in it merely players. Some of you guys may have heard that quote from Shakespeare. I don't remember the play. I don't remember the name. If you do, leave that in the comment box below. And one of the things that I've always loved about a dressing room is that you are literally getting ready to step out into a presentation, into an exhibition, into something that is going to put you on the center stage. And I would want any guy who is stepping out into the center stage to be the hero, to be the star, to be the person that everybody wants to pay attention to. Even if you think that you have a small role to play, that role can still be the dynamic glue that brings everything together. But in order to do that, you have to understand your character. You have to know about your characterization and the characteristics and attributes of that character. So essentially, all these things are going to create your persona. So what is your character? Well, essentially your character is how you see yourself before you put any clothes on or before you ever step out. It's the standard we essentially set for ourselves when we are interacting with ourselves and with the community around us. We've heard that men are stimulated by what they see, but I got a question for you. How many times have you been stimulated by what's in the mirror in front of you? Well, if it's not very stimulating before you put on some clothing, this is the opportunity for you to realign that attraction and create that attractive mindset, that attractive state, so that you can begin attracting the things that you want into your life. So, are you stimulated by yourself? Pause. I already know how some of you guys are going to do pause. Are you... You understand what I'm saying? But are you turned on by your life? And that doesn't just mean sexually. I mean, are you turned on? Are you alive? Are you awakened? Are you aware? Are you present when you're stepping out into these spaces? I want you to feel like you're the man, like you're the star, like you're the person that people are going to be paying attention to. Because once you have that mindset, once you created that statement, then you are going to create the standards and the structure that are going to keep those things constant. And here's an interesting thing. When you have assumed a position of power, others will have to submit to it. I don't want you to look good to feel good. I want you to look well because you are well. As Shakespeare mentioned, we all have our roles to play in this world. Some are by birthright, whether it's son, brother, nephew, and some come with acquisition, whether that is boss, student, or CEO. And while you may not be able to control the role that you're in immediately, you definitely have the power and you definitely have the control for how you show up on a day-to-day basis. You have a gift, a talent, a perspective, and the world's never going to appreciate it if you don't. So make sure that your clothing is clean, it's pressed, and figure out what the uniform is of your industry and begin showing up as the best version of it. You want to make sure that you're always showing up as the best version of yourself, even when you don't feel like it. Character is also a sign. It's a symbol of your state of mind. It's your distinguishing feature, which is nothing more than the last element, and that is your characteristic. So these are not only your physical characteristics, these are also your psychological characteristics. Whether you're an introvert or extrovert, whether you believe in budgeting and you are frugal with your cost, or you tend to have a more liberal spending habit, or you tend to be much more conservative in how you present yourself, or a little bit more fun and avant-garde, all of these different elements are going to work together for your benefit if you are executing them intentionally. Just like it's important for you to understand what fits you physically, it's important for you to understand what also fits you psychologically. When you are intentional about outlining your style, outlining your objectives for your ensembles, and making sure that you understand these elements of yourself, well, now you saved yourself time, money, and you showed up truly as yourself. So now you know the 3 most important elements of personal style. And isn't that funny? They had nothing to do with clothing. It simply has to do with your SOS, your style of self. But this isn't just a signal for help. This is an opportunity for you to begin helping yourself. I've developed a 3-page guide that you can get for free that will help you show up and stand out in any room that you enter into. You can download your copy in the link below in the comments. So I'm about to get up out of here. But before I do, if you tried this on and it fits you well, make sure that you hit that like, subscribe button, and notification bell to make sure that you are notified for more conversations, and share this with a friend. You never know, they may want to try this on as well. And remember, we are all better when we are fly together. I'll see you next time. Peace.